if you could play or be at one of the concerts from the past that made the history, which one would you choose?
Good question. Oof. There's a lot. There's a lot of great shows. That's a tough question. You know, it's funny. Like they had there was this show in Montreal with Metallica and Guns N' Roses, and it was like the big tour that they did together, and it was a crazy. It wasn't necessarily a good show because James Hetfield from Metallica got burned, and then Guns N' Roses didn't play, and it was a riot. But it was in my city, and I wish I could kind of been there and been part of that, just because it was crazy. But I mean, there's been some. I mean, you know what? Like we had the chance to play Live Aid. We played in Toronto, but I would have loved to be in. They had a show, I think, in Long Island or New Jersey with like Linkin Park and Jay-Z and tons of great bands. And they had a show in London with like everybody was on it. So I would have loved to like take a plane and like go from London to New Jersey, play Toronto, and then maybe go to Tokyo or something, or the opposite, start in Tokyo and come back around. So that Live Aid was pretty crazy.
Okay. Have you ever done a cover of I Miss You by Incubus?
No. No, never. But I like the song. It's good. But never did. Is there a rumor that we've done?
When you go on the internet, among the website lyrics, there is I Miss You, but it's from you.
Yeah, I remember that from Napster, like back in the days. No, it's not us. I'm sorry.
Before being musicians, you're fans. So if you could choose to record a song with one of your favorite bands, which would it be?
To like record? Oh, there's so many great songs. I really like The Killers. For some reason, it just popped in my head. There's this song, the second single off their last record, not the one that just came out, but the one before. I'm trying to think of the name. You know, it's like the video is like they're in Japan, and have you seen it?
Read My Mind.
Yes, I love that song. I'd love to cover that.
Okay, there's a fans that listening to you decided to start their own band, and there are fans...
November Rain by Guns N' Roses. Sorry. That would be good too. Go on.
And there are fans that started playing drums because of you. Thinking back that when you were kids, started playing, was there someone who inspired you?
Yeah, I think so. I think that, you know, we all grew up together in Montreal, and we would go to see, you know, lots of shows. And the first band that we really fell in love with, Pierre and I, was Pearl Jam. You know, I think Jeff too was a big fan, and I know that. So that was a big influence when we first started out with our first band. And then I think that we all kind of discovered the whole punk rock scene. You know, bands like Lagwagon, Ten Pole, NoFX, Bad Religion. So all these bands, I wouldn't point out the one person strung out to. I wouldn't point out the one band in particular, but all these bands together, we all discovered at the same time. And they all made us want to be in a band, and they all made us want to play instruments, you know. I think Rage Against the Machine, too. I think for Sebastian, it was Green Day. You know, he watched them at Woodstock, and he was copying the guitar, he was playing with them. So I think that, you know, all these bands were a big part of in making us want to be in a band.
The music for many people is a kind of therapy. Can you remember a song that has been helpful in a difficult moment of your life?
Yeah, I think there's been a lot. I mean, it's hard for me to necessarily pinpoint to like, you know, one song. Although I would say, you know, there's a really good song. I don't know if you know this song called it's by Boxcar Racer. It's like it starts with the drums. Not good. Huh? Yes. See, you're good. The title. I'm not sure the title. I just know what song I like. So that song I really like a lot. I think it's really good, and I remember like when, you know, recently when it came out, I was kind of like going through a rough time, and like I like that song a lot. It really, you know, made a big difference. It's a good song. So there you go, Tom.
Okay. A curiosity from the fans. We are curious to know what David said in the final part of I Can Wait Forever. In the chorus, we can only understand I can wait for a day. And after, we don't know.
You know what? I'm not even sure. I think you have to ask. Yeah, I can. And you can. I don't know. I know. I'm sorry. We have to ask Pierre to clear it up. We're gonna go ask him after. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You know, I think it was in the studio. He was kind of just singing that line. It just kind of came out. But the rest I could tell you. But this one.
My partner Guns Just Balls is a young, cool and often pithy album from which it clearly emerges the frustration for all the everyday fights and an implied hope that sooner or later things will change. Still not getting any is right at the next level. Its rage is no more about defects and teenage stuff, it's the self-confidence. It's doing something about your life with a real obstinacy in order to succeed at last. And it is anger for still not getting any of that. Simple Plan is the mature one. It shows the grown-up side of Simple Plan, who made it eventually, still remaining the same, not losing what they were, but continuing to give strength to their fans. So now, what's in there for Simple Plan? What shall we respect?
That's a good. That's a good overview of our career. I like that. I'm not sure. I don't know yet. We've been touring for the last year. It's hard for us to write while we're on the road. So we're gonna stop touring, like I said before, and as soon as that stops, we're gonna start thinking about the new album. We're gonna start writing, and I mean, right now, if you ask me, I don't think we have any idea what the record's gonna be. I think that I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to our roots and just play really fast and all that, and just have straight up songs, or maybe we'll have something completely different. But I think that what I like about the last album is that it opened up lots of doors so we can do whatever we want. It's like we're not just one style of band. We can go in this direction and this direction, and so I'm not sure yet, but we'll try to make something that we're very proud of, and that's not the same as what we've done before, but that's new, but that's also exciting for you guys, and that's kind of the idea. So I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. You're going to have to give us a little bit of time to figure that out.
Okay. Question by fans. Mara asked, why did you choose Save You as the first single? Do you think that in choosing this emotional and personal song, you get those sort of critics, blaming you only did that for commercial purpose and misunderstood as a result?
Well, it wasn't the first single. It came out like as the third single, so I think it was important for us to not put out the first song, but this song is very genuine. It comes from the heart. I don't think you can write about that and not be honest and real and be truthful. It's a song that Pierre wanted to write. It was important to him, and it was important to us because he's our friend, and he went through a hard time. His family went through a hard time, and we know Jay really well, his brother. So I don't think it's a subject where you look at it as like, oh, they're trying to. For us, it was an important song, and from the moment that we wrote it, it felt more important than the other.